Hi, Tauruses. My name is Marlissa. This is At Word from Mars Tarot. Thank you for being here. If you like it here, if you love it here, please like the video, subscribe, share. Sharing helps a lot. Taurus, y'all were number 2. I just said in the Aquarius video, I said, I like when the girls tussle a little bit. Y'all views was going back and forth. It'd be like 55, 56. So I think you all may have ended off at like 59, 58 or something, and Aquarius had like anywhere from 60 to 65 views, I believe. Um, so speaking of that, you may be connected to an Aquarius placement. I literally shuffled these cards, like shuffled them, and then after I shuffled them, y'all be putting them in 5 different piles and then picking them up. Like ridiculous. And some of the same cards came out in the Aquarius reading. So if you are a Taurus connected to a Aquarius placement, or you have an Aquarius placement, please go ahead and check that reading out, because you may have some similarities, okay? So off bucks, the signs that I see here, Taurus, are Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius, and then Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So Taurus, what I intuitively feel like with looking at this spread is that you have options, because I feel like different things are going on with different people. And if this is not here yet, this may be something that's coming. Because to me, okay, I feel like some of you all who are in a relationship, you may be in a relationship with an actual, soulmate, all right? But I feel like y'all are having some challenging times. You may be arguing a lot, all right? For some of you all, this is a long-term relationship, somebody that you've been dealing with for years, okay? For years. So there's that here. However, there's a couple of things that I see that could be potentially happening. Like, this is somebody who is soulmate level. You could have a past life relationship with this, like they could be a past life lover, and or um when you choose to move on, you may be coming into, like, let's say if you have been with your soulmate, you may be coming into union with your life partner. All right. um so I'm just throwing those storylines out there, because I do feel like somebody is going to move on. Also, I want you to know that luck is on your side if you choose to do that, because I see 777 here. I also see 5-5, which can signify change, and then 6, like, is the overall energy of the spread. Okay, so we start off with this love card, love, and so in traditional tarot, this would be known as the Lovers. This would be for the sign of Gemini. Okay, and this is somebody that at some point you did feel, balanced with. All right. Keep in mind, maybe you're going to move forward from a karmic contract, a karmic partnership, and maybe you're going to get into this soulmate energy. However, this card also talks about, like, making decisions when it comes to love. When I do see another card here, daydreams and decisions. So yes, visualizing what you want is excellent, but also, like, how do I put this? Like, sometimes this card can signify, like, thinking you have options that you don't have. All right. So you want to make sure that you're making decisions from a, like, grounded place. Okay. There's a lot of energy here, so please bear with me. Right now in your love life, Taurus, you are meant to transform. You are meant to blossom. There is some sort of final decision that is, like, being made or will be made at soon, or whenever you see this reading. All right. We have this blossom card here. In traditional tarot, this would be known as the Judgment card, sign of Scorpio. And it's like, all right, like, I have to make a decision here. And the decision that would be being made with the blossom card specifically, is like, hey, like, if I want my relationship to blossom, I actually have to tend to it. If I want to blossom, I have to tend to myself. So there's something here about like tending to something, because I see like, look at the like the greenery around her in this, and then the green in between them. That just didn't start off that high. The work had to be put in for those things to bud and to blossom. So, if you are in a relationship and you're actually choosing and you want to stay in it, you're being called to pick and choose your battles wisely. Because quiet as it's kept, I feel like Tauruses don't necessarily like drama. However, they will not allow themselves to be like bitched, but for too long. So it's like y'all gonna fight and you're gonna fight back and be stubborn and petty sometimes. So be mindful of that. Choose your battles. It's okay to stand up for yourself, but do you need to defend yourself over every single little thing? Is that helpful? So choose your battles, because I do see that you are having challenging times with whoever this person or people are, because I'm keeping in mind that this doesn't just have to be your love life. We have soulmates that are platonic as well. But generally, you, somewhere in your love life, you are experiencing some challenging times. So if you're already experiencing challenging times, it's like, baby, pick and choose those battles. Shut the fuck up. Now, what I will say is, if being quiet is going to build resentment within you, you don't want to do that. But you do want to pick and choose your battles, right? Like, speak up on the things that you know are really bothering you, and be quiet about the others and release those. All right. I do see someone moving on here. I got to give y'all all the storylines because this is a lot. I'm not going to hold you. It's hurting my brain a little bit. I do see that somebody could be moving on here. All right. Maybe it's like, I'm tired. I feel like I am picking and choosing my battles. This shit is still not working. I'm going to go ahead and move on and move forward. Some of you may move on from an Aries, or some of you may move forward with an Aries, or maybe you have an Aries placement, because I just found out recently this card, this move card, in traditional tarot would be known as the Chariot, sign of Cancer. But I also found out that the Emperor is the one who usually is riding the Chariot, which would be an Aries. All right. So some of you all may move forward, and then some of you all may move forward and move on with somebody like who is like opposite of you or something you wouldn't have really expected. And also maybe Taurus, maybe this is going to be somebody moving on from you, and they're going to move forward with somebody that you wouldn't have really expected. All right. But I do see some form of like moving on and moving forward. Now, maybe somebody's also going to choose to move past like this hardship stage. All right. Like, okay, like maybe we can, mend. We're going to choose to come back together and get our shit together. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have this balance card. And this is for sign of Sagittarius. So keep in mind, Taurus, that no one person should be like, no one person's feelings are more important than the other. It's about both of you all being heard, feeling loved, things being reciprocal. So some of you are needing that reminder, because Taurus, sometimes y'all can bulldoze things as well. So that could be you taking over. That could be you giving more, or whatever the case may be. Make sure that there's balance. Okay. So in my next set of cards, two of these cards came out in the Aquarius reading. Okay. So the first card is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort. Which this goes back to me talking about the blossoming and all of that. It's like you don't just bloom overnight. You have to put in the work. So whether this is you choosing to make the effort in this relationship or another one in the future, got to make the effort. All right. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. This card is an Aquarius reading. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So whether it's you or them, Taurus, somebody is not being who they truly are. Somebody could be this. This could be someone suppressing their feelings, but this could also be someone pretending to be someone that they're not. All right. This card also came out in the Aquarius reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So for some of you, whether this is your current relationship or your future one, you could have a past life relationship. If it's your current relationship, that may be why sometimes it's so hard to get away from this person, because you guys have loved each other. You have been in a relationship before and, you know, a past life. And so it's something that may be like hot and steamy, but is it good for you? All right. All three of these cards came out in the Aquarius reading. There's someone better, meant to be, and earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I do feel like, you know, there's someone better and someone that you're meant to be with, that you're not like arguing with and fighting with all the time, where things are unbalanced or unrequited. There is someone better. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have still angry or hurt. Underneath this card is friendship. So for some of you all, excuse me, this may not be talking about your love life. It could be talking about your relationships with your friends. You take it how, you know, you see fit. But somebody is still angry or hurt. At the bottom of the deck, we have, at the bottom of the deck, in the love deck, the card that came out for you was a love affirmation. I do remember this card coming out a few times last week, but I can't remember for what signs now. But the affirmation is true beauty is all around me. This affirmation reconnects you. Hold on. This affirmation reconnects you to the earth. When you feel yourself caught in a cycle of self-doubt or spiraling thoughts, it can be helpful to tune into nature to remind yourself of the abundance of the world around you. The beauty of nature and the ground beneath your feet remind you that you are a part of something bigger, offering perspective and a sense of calm. Find a place to sit where you can see a plant, the sky, or some other element of nature, and repeat this phrase at least 3 times. True beauty is all around me. True beauty is all around me. True beauty is all around me. So it sounds like in the midst of like all of your challenging times and battles, Taurus, that it's time to ground yourself. All right. It's time to ground yourself. I'm actually doing this Bible plan, and it's called the gratitude something. I can't remember. Let me look at it actually. The gratitude muscle, maybe. And so he has us writing down the gratitude muscle. So if you have the Bible app, you can go into plans and you can, you know, see that or whatever. But for 21 days, I think he wants us to write down things that we're grateful for 3 days. But this Bible plan is only for 5 days. So it's like you have to keep up with it after that if you're choosing to. So I feel like something like that may be good for you. It's like amidst all the turmoil in your life, like for you to still realize that there is still true beauty around you. And that will change things for you. Either this relationship will come together or you're going to move forward to somebody where things are going to blossom. You are going to be heard. Your things are going to be balanced. Your needs are going to be met. All right. But it's up to you what decision that you make. Okay, Taurus. Love y'all. See you next time.